Oh my goodness, I am a shocking sight to be a hold of right now. Hello, welcome back to the second channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me. First of all, I need to use one of these makeup wipes. I always use a makeup wipe whenever I wake up in the morning, even though it's not the morning right now, and we'll talk about that in a second. Kind of all over my face just to kind of get rid of the oil. Then I take a shower, then I do my skincare. So that's what I'm going to be doing right off the bat. It kind of just makes me feel like I've removed that layer of sleep off my face. And obviously I'm not wearing any makeup, there's nothing coming off, but it just kind of makes me feel like that. And I also know that makeup wipes aren't the best for your skin. I really don't care. I do a huge skincare thing after this. But anyway, so what we're dealing with tonight, I need to get the sleep out of my eye as well. It is not the morning. And I don't know if that is surprising or not to you, but I woke up today extremely late. I think it's 8 p.m. right now. I didn't wake up at 8 p.m., in my fairness. I woke up at 6 or 7 p.m. And the reason was I was up so late last night because one of my friends is coming and staying with me. And so I was getting the apartment ready and I was cleaning all the bedding and I was cleaning all the furniture and stuff. So I was up last night until I think 12 p.m. Literally in the afternoon. So I just slept until then. So what we're doing right now is I need to get ready because one of my friends, who's actually living with me, she's, moving out in a couple days, but she was just living with me for a few weeks while she was looking for another place. Her friends and my friends too are in town and she's going out for, cocktails and dinner with them in I think an hour. I think she said 9 or half 9 or something like that. So it's currently about to be 9. So I have 30 minutes, I think, to get entirely ready. Let me look. She said at half 9. So half 9. So I have just about 40 minutes-ish to get ready. Now, she doesn't think I'm coming because everyone has been talking about how boring Adam has been recently, where Adam has not been leaving the house and Adam has not been wanting to socialize. So I'm going to surprise everyone tonight by showing up. Now, do I want to go out? Not really, but it's a Saturday, I haven't been out in a while, so I may as well, and I may as well put in effort into getting ready so I feel nice when I'm going out. So I'm thinking of the clothing options, so I'm just going to wear my black trousers because, especially if we're going out for drinks and food, I'm not trusting myself wearing white trousers because then I'll have just a huge stain. So I'm thinking either this shirt, if you watched my Emma Chamberlain video, shout out to you because you'll remember it, I'm thinking either this or more likely I'm thinking of just putting this Champion crew neck on that I find in a thrift shop in L Train Vintage, which, by the way, if you're in New York ever, please go there. They had amazing stuff. This was $10 for this. So I'm thinking of just putting this on. And it actually smells really fresh, which is something I've never experienced with, thrifted clothing. I always thought they didn't wash it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just, steam it. I mean, that seems more likely. But yeah, I love watching Get Ready With Me videos, so I thought I may as well do one today. So first things first, I need to brush my teeth, and then I'm going to get a shower, and then we're going to catch up and get ready. So see y'all on the other side. Okay, shower complete. Now, for all my bleach babes like myself who have bleached hair, I recommend this. None of this video is sponsored, by the way, but I recommend K18. I got it on Amazon, and you're only supposed to do one thing of it, so you don't use that much of it at a time, and it's kind of something that you can put in your hair. You're supposed to leave it in, I think, and then wash it off, but normally whenever I'm gonna wash my hair and then go out, so basically I've told you, me and my friends are going out tomorrow and then the next day because she hasn't been here in a couple months, so I'm not gonna wash my hair for the next 2 days or 3 days, so I like leaving this in instead of just washing it off because then it kind of protects my hair for longer. Now also, and I did condition my hair in the shower, which you're not supposed to do both, but it's kind of double protection, whatever. I don't know if it works, kind of makes me feel better about my dyeing hair. Now, I don't know if I've ever told this story on YouTube, but whenever I was getting my hair done right before I left for New York, so after I do this, by the way, I'm just going to ruffle it up a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in a bobble, and then do my skincare. So whenever I was getting my hair done right before I left for New York, it was a dirty blonde, and I wanted to maintain the dirty blonde, so I just wanted my roots done. So I went into my normal hairdressers. I won't name it because I don't want to name and shame, but it really kind of fucked me up. And they said that my normal hairdresser wasn't in, but they were going to put this new girl on. And I was like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as they know what they're doing. And they were like, yeah. So let me put this up. So this new girl does my hair and she asks what I want and la 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 la. So she's doing my roots and then I noticed that this is not, oh my god, it's like, because, first of all, look at this. It's soaking wet, so it's hard to get put in any sort of like ponytail, by the way, and it literally looks like this. Please, let's not call this a ponytail. It's like a shark fin. So she starts doing my roots, and then she starts putting bleach on random spots in my head, and I'm like, hey girl, like, what are you doing? And she goes, I have this amazing vision. I think that you should go platinum today. Like, you should go platinum white today. And I went, oh, no. That's not going to work. My hair was lifted from brown to like dark blonde. I want to keep the dark blonde because it needs to get healthy enough and, you know, build up the whiteness in my hair before I can do... Remember whenever I had like platinum white hair? No. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. And at this stage, the fucking bleach was already going on my fucking head. So she goes, trust me. She was like, show me pictures from when your hair was white. And I showed it and she was like, I can get you to this today. There will be no damage. There will be whatever. So she does it. Fast forward to the end of the day whenever she's blow dried it and she's cutting it. I immediately see whenever it's wet that there are literally chunks of orange in my hair. And then there's chunks of white in my hair. Like, there's no like dirty blonde anymore. It is orange, white, orange, white, orange, white. From the parts that lifted to the really white and then the parts that didn't lift because my hair wasn't strong enough to lift to that color. And she goes, I love it, you suit it. And I'm like, this woman is actively lying to me because she knows that she fucked up my hair. So then they dry it. And she leaves, and another hairdresser comes over and is like, are you satisfied with your hair? Like you brought out your hat, because I brought out my hat, and I was like, I'm immediately putting this on. And I was like, it's not even. Like, there's nothing in my hair that's even right now. And they were like, yeah, like, we don't know what your previous conversations was with her before she started doing it. And I was like, I didn't ask for any of this. And I said that so it turned into this big thing. And I wasn't being rude, but I was being quite passive-aggressive because this woman had like damaged my hair and did nothing that I asked for and basically almost wanted to test if she could do platinum white whenever I told her that I didn't want that. And so I then start freaking out because I leave for New York the next day. My hair is now half orange, half white. And if you were on my social medias at this time, you will... I wonder if I could pull up the picture while I'm talking because it was quite bad. So anyway, to cut a long story short, she dried my hair and it was even worse. I mean, it was orange, it was white, it was orange, it was white. And I'm going to scroll to see if I can find the picture now. I think it should be pretty easy to find. But the worst thing about this... I find it. So this is it. Okay, wait, let me try to show you this here. So, it was orange, and then it was white. And then it was orange, and then it was white. This is whenever they were like, so are you satisfied with it? And now, this is not me dunking on this hair salon, because they did my hair the dirty blonde that I love so much. This was just a new hairstylist that I don't know what the fuck she was doing. So, after they finish it, I go, are we able to fix this? Like, are we able to, like, tone this out? Like... what has happened to my hair? Like, what has happened? And then the woman starts getting, like, quite, you know, she starts getting quite aggressive to me. Meanwhile, I'm keeping my passive-aggressive, but not aggressive tone with her, because the last thing I would ever want to be is rude to anyone in, the work field. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyone in, like, hospitality. Is that the same for, like, hairdressers? The last thing I'd want to be is rude to someone. And so I'm not being, like, angry rude to her, but I am being passive-aggressive because I'm trying to let her know that she did a bad job. So she's like, okay, like, we'll sort the payment out now. And I'm like, no, like, are you seeing this? Like, are we able to fix this? Like, I leave for New York tomorrow. And I was mainly focused on the fact that I was going to be getting a lot of photos in New York. And I was like, oh my God, these people are going to be seeing me for the first time in New York. And my hair is going to look a fucking disaster. So... then it turns into this big thing where she calls the manager over. The manager agrees that my hair's patchy, but she says that that's what I asked for, which is really fucking weird. And so then she says that she's unwilling to tone it back and persuades the manager that if they were to tone it back, my hair would fall out because it would be too much bleach, which isn't even bleaching, it's toning, and I know that. So anyway, I pay, because what am I going to do, walk out and not pay? So I pay, and the worst thing is I still tip her. And then I immediately walk from that hairdresser's to another hairdresser's that I've been to before, and I have my hat on at this stage, and I walk in, and they're like, hey, like, Adam, like, I've been in there a lot. They're like, what's wrong? I just take off my hat, and they go, oof, did it yourself? And I went, would you believe it if I told you I didn't do this myself, and I just paid a lot of money for this to be done? And they were like, where? And I had this full conversation, and they were, like, shocked. And again, it's nothing on that previous hair salon, because I've had a really good experience in there before, but I just don't know what happened with that hairdresser at that time. So anyway, the old hair salon that I used to go to, who I just walked to them, immediately sat me down and told me that I had one of two options. One, they would re-bleach my entire head and make my entire head white, which would permanently damage my hair, or they could tone my hair an orangey blonde to mask the other orange and also like lift it so it's less orange, but then turn the really white bits more orangey, and it just... I lost my nice dirty blonde hair, and I can't wait to go back to that hair salon again in a couple of weeks and get it sorted out, because I'm not happy with it right now, and it all boils down to that hairdresser wanted to do something on me that I specifically said I did not feel comfortable with and I did not want to do, and so she said, let me persuade you, and I think it all boiled down to the fact that she wanted to try she wanted someone to try doing like platinum white on, but she did it on me, even after I told her I'm not a natural blonde and I came from brown and this was my first time being blonde again. I don't know, so can't wait to get my hair sorted, is where that long tangent went. But that's one thing my parents have raised me. Even in the situation where someone has ruined my confidence, ruined my hair, I will still not be rude to you. And I will still tip you. Because my parents have taught me to always treat people with respect and all like that. I will be passive aggressive to you, but I will never be angry or rude or anything like that to you, because I don't believe in that. But I am going to give you sass and be like, can you fix this? Because that's what anyone in that situation should be doing. Especially if I have to pay you £300. Anyways. Oof. Time for skincare! That recent trip to America, though, made me discover a new skincare, which is this Kiehl's, I think it is. I'm using their entire range right now. I was in Sephora and the workers recommended it to me, and I did some research on it online, and then I went back and got it the next day just to like try it out, and I'm really enjoying it. It kind of feels very like hotel-esque skincare, but I really like that, and it definitely is really cleaning my skin without stripping it back too much. So I really recommend it if you try it. And it says for all skin types, so I don't know. My skincare has definitely improved a lot over the past couple months, because I've definitely been investing a lot into researching what I should be putting on my skin. And I put, is it retinol or something like that now? I have like a nighttime retinol serum, which is great for like when your skin ages, and I have a lot of like vitamin serums and stuff. I don't know, I'm really investing a lot of time and stuff into it now, because I'm in my 20s. I know my skin is going to be the best it's ever been now, which sometimes when I look at it is scary to think that this is the best it's going to be. But, you know, I want to maintain and keep on top of and protect what I have, and I'm using a lot of like sun creams and stuff as well. So after I go in with their facial cleanser, I go in with their Ultra Toner, which is a fun name. I'm actually going to use one of the makeup wipes to wipe down my eyes. Now again, if you've been watching me for a long time, like I'm talking a long time, you'll know why I do this. I have a lot of stress when it comes to my eyes, and I always like to wipe them down with a makeup wipe. And again, this seems really weird, but my eyes are very prone to building up with oil, which then leads to styes, which then lead to cysts, which then lead to being surgically removed. And I'm not even going to say the following sentence about the last time I had one, because I'm not going to jinx anything, but I'm very on top of my eye care. It sounds so weird to say. I feel like I'm struggling to talk right now. So anyway, I use their toner, which I really, really, really enjoy as well. Ever since I've discovered toner, I've loved it so much. The first one I ever used, because again, I didn't know it was really a thing, was the Fenty Skin one. Now, as much as I love Fenty Skin, I really did have to kind of think of the fact that I was just wearing like a celebrity skincare line, and as much as I love Rihanna, I'm pretty sure there's better skincare out there than something a celebrity is endorsing. And that goes with any celebrity that's, having like a skincare line. Again, I don't mean any disrespect to Rihanna because I really do enjoy Fenty Skin, but at a certain stage I had to think like maybe I should be putting my money into good skincare because it's good skincare rather than paying that same amount of money just because a celebrity's name is attached to it, if you know what I mean. And then finally, I go in with their Ultra Facial Moisturizer for all skin types, which also has sun cream in it, which is great, but also not really needed considering I'm going out during nighttime. Good job, Adam. The same thing with like the Jeffree Star skin. Like, I enjoyed, I'm gonna be honest, the Jeffree Star skincare, but is it worth paying that amount of money just because it's Jeffree Star's name rather than putting that money into skincare that's good, that maybe doesn't have a nice label or doesn't have a celebrity endorsing it? I'm gonna go for the latter. Okay, now that my skincare is done, I am going to leave it a couple minutes. I like kind of letting it soak in before I go on to the next step. Okay, now time for the outfit. So first of all, very important for deodorant, obviously. I've just put on my brown, these are not brown, these are my black trousers. And I currently have my Birkenstocks on, but these are not obviously what I'm going to be wearing out because I don't think it's socially acceptable, even though I wore these the entire duration of the America trip, so judge that, people. I'm going to put on this wrinkly ass Lady Gaga shirt because nobody's going to see it, it's just going to be what's underneath. And yes, I have decided to wear this crew neck instead of the shirt because it's really cold in Brighton right now. It's really fucking cold. Okay, so this is what we're working with. I feel like I'm going to school with this outfit. This reminds me of my old school jumper. Okay, so before I do my hair, I'm actually going to put on a bit of the Fenty Beauty Contour. Now, I actually really enjoy putting this on, especially whenever I'm going out, because whenever we take, like, photos with, like, my friends at night, I really do look, like, extra chiseled, and I really enjoy it. So I got this one whenever I was in America. There you can see... Oh, you can see my Princess Diana picture and my mug. But there you can see you. This is my setup right now. So I do it whenever my face is wet from all of my skincare. I normally put on primer if I'm gonna put on like the tinted moisturizer or something like that. But if I'm not, then I'm literally just gonna use like the wetness in my face already. Oh, it's dark already. So I just do under my jaw like this. God, I'm giving such Jeffree Star right now. Okay, so I normally do it here, and I spend a lot of time blending it out because I'm really, like, insecure of being, like, clocked, of people being like, why is your neck a different color? So I'm going to spend a long time blending this. So after I would do that, so obviously I'm going to spend a lot of time on that, I will take an amount and put it kind of here on my cheekbones. So I'll do the same right there. Then I'll do the same on the other side. Like this, okay? So obviously I spend a lot of time doing this, but I'm just trying to give you the point here. And then I'll always bring it up to my, oh, that is really fucking dark. Shit. So then I'll always bring it up to my forehead, like so, and then I'll kind of just go around in circles like this. And it kind of just gives like an overall look. I really want to find a pumpkin patch. Like, I found one on Google, but I'm just trying to figure out if it's, like, sad to go on my own. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think that's an activity that, like, any of my friends would particularly, like, want to do. I'm gonna be honest. Which is upsetting because I feel that, like, we would have a really good time, but of course I'm not gonna, like, force anyone to go to it and then they have, like, an awful time and then they bring down the mood of it because those kind of people are, like, the worst to, like, invite to something like that. So if you know they're not going to enjoy it, like, just don't bother bringing them. And I would also really love to bring the dogs as well, but I just don't know if you're allowed dogs there. Because I feel that I could not only, they have, like, a really fun time, and it's, like, bringing my children, but I feel like I could get really cute, like, pictures with them, and I just feel like I could have a really good day. I really do want to ask if anyone has any advice for places to bring the dogs, I feel that whenever I was back in Ireland, I was really good at this. Like, I knew, you know, it was because my parents had dogs as well, and I always saw them bringing them to the beach or bringing them to, you know, like the woods or something like that, and they would have, like, the best time ever. I guess I just don't know where to bring them in Brighton or, like, where to look. I don't like bringing them to the beach that often just because there's so many other dogs there, and I can't bring Bonnie because she doesn't get on with other dogs that aren't like Dolly. So I don't want to put her in a situation. I don't want to put me in a situation. I don't want to put another dog in a situation. I don't want to put another dog like owners in that situation. So I just don't bring Bonnie to the beach, but I bring Dolly to the beach, especially coming into the winter months. Like, me and Dolly go like hardcore at the beach, because there's limited amount of people there, and during the mornings or late at night, we will go with Bonnie as well. So she does get to go, but just especially in summertime, like, I'm not taking the risk, and you know. So I want to know if anyone has any advice. All of my dog people out there, where do you bring your dogs to? Like, where do you bring them to? Like, there's the dog park, which is fun, I guess. I mean, it can be quite fucking annoying. I'm so hit or miss with the dog parks because there's so many, like, preppy, like, dog moms there who are like, oh my god, all they want to do is like gloat about their dog, and I'm like, you're trying to tell me your dog's the best, but my dog's the best. I kind of like doing things just on my own with the girls. So if anyone has any like recommendations for places that are dog friendly that you bring your dog, maybe it's like the woods, maybe it's like a specific kind of park, maybe it's, you know, like, let me know. I also want to do a day soon where I've really always enjoyed taking Dolly into town. I will walk her from the apartments to the pier, Brighton Pier, down by the beach, and then we will go into shops. And there's a lot of shops, especially in Brighton, that are dog friendly, which is really fucking amazing. Because she loves seeing other people. She loves just keeping her stimulated in a way that she's seeing new things, or, you know, even if we're doing the same routine, I'm taking her a different route. She really enjoys it, and she really gets a kick out of it. So if anyone has any recommendations on where I should take the dogs to, please let me know. I'm really wanting to Google whether I can take them to a pumpkin patch, but I feel that maybe you wouldn't be, because that might be, like, unsanitary or something like that. I don't know. Let me know. But I don't even think I'm doing much more to my face here. I think I just wanted to talk to you, honestly, and so I'm just trying to, like, fill time by doing little dabs here and there so that I could continue talking to you. But anyway, I think I'm done here. Whenever I do this, I always then go on my phone camera in front of my ring light, and because I can kind of see it, you know, what it actually looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna see. Now I get like a different view of it. I get a more realistic, because I feel that your phone camera. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Is my chin or jawline really that pointy? Look at this. I mean, this is like an awful picture, but like, I look so pointy in this picture. Is that the contour? Wait, I think that's actually the contour. I think I've done like a overly detailed job with it. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, I feel like Mariah. Because Mariah really does her jaw, like, no shade, Mariah, I'm doing the exact same. Mariah really does her jaw with contour, and sometimes it can look a bit intense. Don't worry, girl, I'm with you on it. That's what I feel like I'm giving right now. Oh my god, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wait. That is crazy. My jawline looks so prominent because of it now. Look at that. So, it'll be the darkest it'll be at night, because if you know anything about me, you know that I wear translucent powder every day, and the reason for that is because I'm a fucking shiny bitch. And I'm so self-conscious about it, so once I put that on, it kind of lightens everything up, so I'm gonna go do that now, and then we're gonna do the hair. And then that's nearing the last step. I'm not that high maintenance. I'm high maintenance, but like, not as much as what I could be, I think. Okay, now that we're back and our jawline is literally aligned, I use a hair diffuser rather than a hair dryer, and I use it on a cool setting, and I have a mirror right in front of me on my bed right here. Now, it's going to be too loud to do it on camera, and I don't want to overblow your audio, but basically, I'm just going to do this halfway on my hair, and then leave the rest of it to air dry. I kind of like giving it a push, you know what I mean? Like a push. It needs a push sometimes. Okay, well, this is me. Hair is 50% dried. The outfit is on. The last thing for me to do is put on my little House Labs lip oil, which I love so much. Perfect. So, before I head out, I'm gonna put on one of my aftershaves. But yeah, thank you so much for getting ready with me. This was really fun. We should do this daily. Let me know how your day is going. I'm gonna head out now, so fingers crossed it's a good night, and I love you. I will see you very soon. Bye. Mwah.